Hi everyone, it's Amy Brooks here of the Intuitive Rising, and I'm here with your weekly collective guidance for October 17th to the 23rd of 2021. Moving towards the end of October, my very favorite month of the year. I hope that everybody has been enjoying it so far, has been enjoying this beautiful month. I've gone ahead and pulled two tarot cards. They were jumpers today, so that means as I was shuffling, they both kind of like flew out, popped out of the deck, landed by my feet, so they feel extra charged and important this week for us to hear. So the first card that comes up for us is the Chariot. Okay, so the Chariot is all about grit, preservation, and focus. Okay, so you can see here he's got his hands firmly holding. He is in control of both of these two horses, one white, one black. Okay, so the symbolism of that is, two opposing forces, the shadowy self parts of us and the parts that we accept and work with. So when I talk about the shadow, it's parts of us that are really inherently a part of us, whether they're characteristics or experiences, memories, whatever it is, parts of our lives that have shaped us to be who we are right now, but we might not be proud of them. We might not place value on them. We might be trying to run away from them. That's what I mean by the shadow. And so really what this is saying is that there has been a lot of work collectively. So overall, collectively, we're working on this together. So that means that individually, we're all working on this together. Whether or not you really feel it yet or not, I definitely feel as if a lot of people who are tuning in and will see this video definitely will recognize in themselves the inner work that they have done in 2021, but like really overall in the last couple years feels quite strong. So this is essentially saying that we are learning how to balance both sides of ourselves. We're able to see that we can't run from one side. It's always going to be there. So how do we better utilize that? How do we use both sides and find balance? This is a card of balance, okay? So it's a card of focus, action, staying the course, but because we've learned to find balance. So there's only positives that can come from finding this harmonious balance between both sides of yourself. Maybe think of it as like ego and soul, that voice in your head that wants to hold you back, the feeling inside your gut that's like go, 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 whatever it is, past, future. We're learning how to balance both sides because both sides represent us and both sides are good, are purposeful, have got us to where we are right now and made us who we are right now. So it's really time, if you haven't already, to find some balance between these two. I also keep hearing like emotion and logic. Okay, so for some, this might be finding more of a balance between both of those sides of ourselves because, we used to, in this world, way before our time, be very in tune with the emotion, with the intuition, with the magical kind of, the magical being that is the earth. Like think of nature and how really that's magical, how things just happen and they just know inherently and innately when to do things, or the moon and the cycles and how that is just it's like clockwork. The nature knows what to do and we are part of nature. We know what to do inherently, but we've kind of lost our way a bit, right? So the lighter horse I'm representing with this more trusting in oneself, living according to your own authority, and then the darker one kind of being living according to somebody else's rules, somebody else's opinions, somebody else's thoughts. All the things that we talk about, that voice in our head really mirrors back our our environment to us, right? So it's time to find more balance between those two. Stay focused this week. Anything you're working on, the energy will support you staying focused. So it could be anything. It could be like, I need to catch up on this paperwork. I need to go through my bills and get them sorted. I need to make a budget. I need to start a new project. I need to make my kids' Halloween costumes. Whatever it is that's on your to-do list, stay focused this week, okay? Stay focused, but prioritize what is most important, and make sure to make that decision from a balance standpoint, not just I need to do this because somebody expects it. More like, I need to do this because it feels important to me. There's a balance between those two things, right? This is all about accountability and prioritizing, as I said. So it's actually a very, very positive card. It's telling us that we've been doing the work, we are learning the lessons, we're finding more of a balance, and we're ready to stay the course. Okay, so stay the course this week on whatever it is that you're working on. Lastly, we have the Two of Pentacles. This is a card of balance. So the pentacles represent tangible, like material things, whether it's our belongings, whether it's our finances. This represents those type of things. And we've got the two, which is all about balance as well. So there's a lot of synchronicity in this card. We've got the two wheels. We've got one tool in each of his hands. He's very balanced, okay? He is maintaining the balance. You can see how these two cards go so well together. This is a card to continue with this momentum, continue going. This is kind of an invitation to reflect a little bit on some cycles in your life. This is encouragement to continue to find that equilibrium. If you're having trouble with this, I'm kind of intuitively hearing to kind of take note from nature. So maybe spend a little bit of time in nature this week, or even thinking about the cycles. This is what I just talked about with this card, right? The cycles, and how nature and the world just kind of knows, even our human bodies with different cycles and things that happen on a routine schedule, right? Childbirth, menstrual cycles, all of these things happen on even as far as like digestion. Your body just knows what to do, right? So it's about trusting in that, but also thinking about those things and how those things just work out, because there is balance. So we all know when something is imbalanced in our body, some of those cycles that I just mentioned go out of whack, right? Because there's an imbalance. So balance is the natural state of life, the sun and the moon, the light and the dark, night and day, all these things. It's the natural cycle of life. This is why we talked about the shadow aspects in here. We need to just find a balance from it, right? It's not wrong. Nothing about you is wrong. None of your past is wrong, okay? No parts of you are wrong. Find balance. That's what makes this world turn, is balance. We feel resistance, we feel stuck when we try to fight that natural course. We become imbalanced, okay? So there will be a reward for your persistence. I feel that very strongly, and I feel it like this. I just saw a 6, so I feel like within the next 6 weeks or so, there's some sort of reward for our perseverance, okay? So we might get some sort of acknowledgement. There may be an opportunity. It might be a very internal kind of reward system where you're like, oh, I did it, and you feel that confidence in yourself from doing it. Just give and take this week. Give and take. Prioritize. Stay the course. Keep learning those lessons. Keep learning more about yourself. Be self-awareness. Know that everything in this world runs on balance. If you are feeling imbalanced, means there's something that needs to change, something that needs some awareness, spotlight on it, or what have you. So if you're, a balance between rest and work and all these things, I could go on and on and on and talk about these cards, but I'll leave you with that. I hope that this keeps you motivated and inspired this week. I know it will for me, and I hope everybody has a wonderful week. I will see you here tomorrow morning. I'm doing a live mediumship demonstration on Instagram Live. So if you are on Instagram, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll get a notification. I do have a countdown in my Instagram stories going right now, so you can click on it if you want the reminder when I'm going live. So there you go. Have a wonderful week. Talk to you guys soon.